Next, strippers at 2 Manchester clubs say they are angry and terrified after a campaign group carried out undercover filming of private nude dances. The group's called Not Buying It. It claimed the recordings in Victoria's and Obsession's lap dancing clubs showed breaches in licensing rules, including sexual acts. A spokesperson for Victoria's told the BBC it had taken these allegations seriously and was cooperating fully with a council investigation, adding that the club had not knowingly contravened or permitted the contravention of any term or condition of their licence. Let's talk to Shiri Shalmi, who is from the United Voices of the World Union, which represents strippers and dancers, and Dr. Sasha Rakoff from the campaign group Not Buying It, who carried out the filming. And I wonder if you could tell us about the filming and what you have on your footage, first of all.
Oh, hi there. Well, we went into a number of different clubs across the country and we found what we knew would be happening, which is women have to provide sexual contact and sex acts in order to make even £20, because this is how the industry operates. And really what this has been about is exposing the industry, not trying to expose the lap dancers themselves. And we knew this because we've spoken to many women who've left the industry. Every single one talks about the abuse, the harassment, the intimidation, the sexual contact that goes on in clubs. We found probably 100 instances now in 70 clubs. That's a third of the entire strip industry, where prostitution, trafficking, drink spiking, drugs, etc. is absolutely the norm. And we've even had 2 court cases against one council where it has conceded a breaching equality law because of its licensing of the strip industry.
Okay. And when you say, I just wanted to ask you, when you say the only way to make any money is for sexual contact, what do you mean specifically? And just, I don't know what you're about to say, so I'm just going to give a warning to anyone watching. If there's children around, you may not want them to hear this, but do tell us.
I'll try and use very PC language. One of the problems is these clubs manipulate women financially and emotionally. We know a lot of women in this industry are vulnerable, they've had abuse in their lives. Financially, you have to pay to work in the clubs, unlike male strippers who are paid. So women have to pay 80, 150, £250 in London to even work in a strip club. You then have to often buy expensive stripper clothes, house-approved clothes. So you're in debt before you even start working. They also lay on far too many lap dancers for punters. When these investigators went in, there were as many lap dancers in as punters. So there's fierce competition between the women.
Okay.
The only way you make any money is through the private dancers, which can go for as little as £10, £20.
What do you say about this filming and the footage that has been revealed?
So from the position of somebody, the trade union representing the strippers, this is obviously a gross violation of their privacy and of their right to work in a legitimate legal workplace. There are obviously notes everywhere that prohibit filming, and people have been filmed naked at work or semi-nude. And at this moment, Sasha Rakoff or whoever, we don't know, is holding footage of naked women and threatening to use it against them. This qualifies as revenge porn.
Is that true, Sasha?
If somebody thinks this is revenge porn, they should go to the police, because that's a serious criminal offence.
Well, what are you going to do with the footage? You've got footage which is claimed is an invasion of these women's privacy.
All we did is a job of the councils for them. These clubs are full of CCTV. If the CCTV was adequate, if it wasn't always wiped or missing every time the council went in, they would have seen this for themselves. The councils are supposed to go in and do undercover investigations. If they were doing that properly, they would have seen this for themselves.
Okay.
We've had to do the job of the council for them.
So the councils do investigations in the club, and they have renewed, licenses for clubs across the country, and they do so every year. The dancers in the club consent to be on CCTV. That is there for their own safety. And the CCTV, the bouncers, other management, they're there for their own safety. And when they perform, and let's be really, really clear, these are performers. They're not providing sexual services. To do that, you go down the road, and I haven't seen Sasha Rakoff for Not Buying It fighting any of the illegal brothels and so on. They're fighting the legitimate legal strip clubs that are licensed and checked, and yes, they do have CCTVs in them, because they are protecting the dancers.
Are you going to go to the police and make a complaint of revenge porn?
We haven't gone to the police to make a complaint of revenge porn because we don't know. We've not seen the footage, and I don't know if anyone has. But we will do. We are campaigning and we are unionising. This is exactly what we do. Dancers are joining the union to organise together with supporters from all over the country, with students who work in strip clubs, with people in other industries, to organise to improve conditions at strip clubs, because of course we all work for money and we all need to organise at work to make our conditions and our pay better, but we need to fight also so-called feminists coming into strip clubs and threatening to use filming of naked women against themselves. They're not helping the women in any way, and the women never asked to be saved by Sasha Rakov.
They don't want to be saved by you.
Can I just say, no one's being threatened. I explained why we did this. Obviously, the CCTV in the clubs and every other safety measure isn't working because women basically have to prostitute themselves to make a couple of tenors. The only people who've seen this footage, who have been given it, are the investigating officers in the councils who have it under lock and key. No one else is going to see it, none of the councillors, certainly not the clubs, because they'll turn around and file the dancers they can identify, and it will be destroyed as soon as it's been verified against the written statements from the investigators.
Okay. Thank you both very much. Thank you for coming on the programme. Manchester City Council says it has the footage and an investigation is continuing. Thank you.